And welcome to the tape delayed broadcast of the First Gear Racing Gen 6 series from Iowa Speedway. Before we get started with today's action, we will go over a few things. We have already completed qualifying and practice, so we'll look at the track data first. So our race info, of course, is Iowa Speedway. This is race number 6 of the Gen 6 Cup Series for First Gear Racing. Iowa coming in at just under 1 mile with 0.89 miles. It is in Newton, Iowa. The temperature is 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and the track sits at an altitude of 892 feet. The weather for this evening's race is 5 mile an hour winds, 77 degree ambient temperature, 25% humidity. It is clear, and we have 80 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature. So the cars are getting lined up on pit road. We will go over the qualifying results. Starting from pole position, let's see, we are looking at the bottom of the page. Let's go to the top. No, we don't want to go to the top. Okay, let's go this way. There we go. In pole position is the number 29 car of Brody Pope. That would be his first career pole position here at FGR. And second is Travis Roberto in the 028. Starting third is Jason Haney in the number 9. He's got new sponsorship from Amazon Prime. I will see if I can click on these guys as I go through so you can see their car in the background. There is the 24 car of Josh O'Brien. He starts 4th. 5th is Todd Smith, fresh off his championship from Octane Outlaws last night, or Friday night in this case. Congratulations, Todd. Kyle Heath starting 6th. In the Parts America number 13 Chevrolet. 7th is Michael Moquin in the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. 8th, Trevor Benz in the Coca-Cola number 33 car. League newcomer Michael Kennedy in the 52 Snap-on Ford, starting in 9th position. In 10th position is George Buck in the 028 car. 11th is Josh Peterson in the number 6. 12th is Andrew Groves in his familiar number 48. 13th is Dakota Clellan. James Malloy's in the 92 car. Aiden Graham in the 10. Daniel Butler starting 17th. 16th, Tommy Thompson. Ivan Deschamps in the 19. Corey Crandall. Mark Ouellette, Joe Gibbons, and Ben Summerford rounding out the last row. So we are about to go green here. Looks like the guys are going to get one more pace lap. We'll bring our ticker back up. There is the front row, Bodie Probe, Travis Roberto, Jason Haney, Josh O'Brien, Todd Smith, Kyle Heath coming down the backstretch. Last pace lap before we go green. Set for 200 laps tonight. Pit road speed limit is 40 miles per hour. It's a good, clean start. Brody Pope with a good lead going into turn 1. Jason Haney making a bid for second. 3 wide for second as Todd Smith looks on the inside. Jason backs out of it. Josh O'Brien is going to work his outside of Jason Haney He's looking for second around the outside, but Travis Roberto shuts the door. Jason losing out there, losing a few positions. Kyle Heath working on the back of Jason Haney. So Bodie Prope has led the first 5 laps of the race, but he is being hotly pursued by Travis Roberto and Josh O'Brien. Top 6 single file as they go into turn number 1. Travis Roberto looking a little inside. Not quite there to make a move yet on Brody. Todd Smith going for his familiar high line. We do call him Mr. High Side. Field seems to have spread out single file. And as I say that, we got a little shuffle for position. Todd Smith goes to third. Three wide for second position. All 3 holding steady, trying to chase down Brody Pope. Travis Roberto is going to back out of that one. Josh and Todd still continuing to battle for second. Josh goes way outside to the wall. May have touched the wall there. Hard to tell. There's a big nasty bump out on the outside of turn 1 and 2. I'm sure that did not help him. And meanwhile, back up front, Todd Smith is close into the back bumper of Brody Pope. Todd Smith trying to slide high, see if he can catch the momentum on the high side, but Brody shuts the door on him. Todd continues to close. He's right on the back bumper of Brody for the lead. But that's going to open up the inside for Travis Roberto to look for second. Battle up front, hotly contested. Top 4 have been shuffling position. But no one has been able to take the lead from Brody Pope. Brody's running right in the middle of the racetrack. But Todd's going to get a good run off the corner this time. Going to carry the momentum around the outside. And takes the lead from Brody Pope going into turn number 1. So new leader on lap 13, Todd Smith in the number 66. So there you can see the top 9 in one picture there. Not much action going on 5th on back. As I say that, Kyle Heath makes a move on the inside of Jason Haney. Travis Groves is pulling up to make his bid for 5th as well. Tight action there. I thought Josh O'Brien was going to look. No, instead he's going to ride the wall. That did not work out for Josh. That was tight. Kyle Heath has moved into 4th. Kyle got a huge run there. He's going to work on the outside of Travis Roberto for 3rd. 3 wide for 5th position. Josh O'Brien pulls ahead in that one. Todd Smith has pulled a gap to 1.2 seconds. Trying to put as much space as he can because the man on the move right now is Kyle Heath. He has gone from 6th to 2nd in the span of about 3 laps. Slides up in front of Brody. Kyle Heath officially to the 2nd position as they cross the stripe. Kyle's going to set to work and try to run down Todd Smith, who has extended that lead to 1.3 seconds. All the battling seems to be right here for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th on back. Andrew Groves has moved in. He's challenging for the 5th position. That's currently held by Josh O'Brien. Oh, Trevor Benz tried to get underneath Jason Haney, but the car slipped on him. That's league newcomer Michael Kennedy goes around him. And takes the 8th position from Trevor Benz. Back up front. Todd Smith pulls it out to a 1.7 second lead. Brody Pope is losing positions, dropping down the running order. He's being worked around the outside by Andrew Groves. Already 20 laps down in this 200 lap affair here at Iowa Speedway. Michael Moquin in the background just touched the wall just a hair. He's working on Michael Kennedy. I understand this is Michael Kennedy's first ever attempt at league racing. He's been on iRacing for a few years now. This is his first attempt at racing in a league with us, and we're happy to have him. He seems to be a pretty fair, competent racer, working in the top 10 for his first race here with us in these Gen 6 cars. Michael Moquin still trying to work around him, not able to get his nose underneath him. While back up front, Todd Smith still steady at a 1.7 second lead over Kyle Heath. So hanging steady at the front. 24 laps down in this 200 lap race. Let's check out some guys further back in the field are doing, since it seems to have settled down. There's Josh Peterson in 11th, kind of in a little pack all of it on his own there. There's James Malloy in the 92. In 12th, 13th position, Aiden Graham. There's 14th, George Buck. Corey Crandall in 15th. I would have expected Corey to make a bigger move so far in this race. He's normally at the front. It does have new colors and Monster Energy. There's Dakota Clellan. He's come back to us. He took a few weeks off. Understand he did some hunting, among other things. There's Mark Ouellette. Ivan Deschamps, Miller Lite Chevrolet. There's Ben Summerford ahead of Daniel Butler. There's Tommy Thompson going a lap down. The 21st position, that is the leader, Todd Smith. So we have cycled through the field. Looks like Joe Gibbons is not on the track with us. I'm not sure if he took the start. Kyle Heath working around the outside of Tommy Thompson, who just lost a lap. That is second position for Kyle Heath. Back in third is Travis Roberto. Andrew Groves and Josh O'Brien here side by side as they come out of turn number 2. This does appear to be the closest battle on the racetrack. Andrew tagged the wall there. Josh O'Brien had to take evasive action. They're going to come up on the Crown 7 racer of Tommy Thompson. See how they navigate around him. Tommy goes high. Andrew's going to take the middle. Josh on the bottom. It's going to bottleneck. Andrew Groves has moved to 4th. Brody Pope now challenging Josh O'Brien for 5th. Oh, Trevor Benz saved it. Trevor Benz saved it. He was sideways coming out of turn number 4. We just saw it on our screen there. Able to hang on. Michael Kennedy having to avoid Trevor. Michael kicking it sideways coming out of turn 4. Michael Kennedy. That was Michael Moquin that kicked it sideways. Michael Kennedy, I got to get used to having 2 Michaels. Trevor getting a little loose there. The caution is out. Caution is out. We have the 09 of Dakota Clellan. It's coming up. It's crashed. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Whoa. Ivan Deschamps came all the way down from the top of the track. Right into the path of the 09. Ivan loops it. The 09 spins around. He's going to get back going. I'm going to assume he will stay on the lead lap. He is speeding past. Not yet. No. So... pace car is out now. See if we have any takers on pit road 36 laps in. Kyle Heath is going to go to pit road, as is Brody Pope, Josh O'Brien, Jason Haney, Michael Moquin, so a few staying out. The top 4 staying out. George Buck opting to stay out. He's going to pass all these guys and go into the 4th position. That is not a good pit lane camera for us. We can't see anyone. Looks like Brody overshot his pit box. There goes the 13 car away. Brody down and away. There is the 24 of Josh O'Brien. There comes the 92 of James Malloy, Michael Moquin, Jason Haney. Looked like, I think that was Trevor Benz that blasted past. No, there goes Trevor. Okay. So to update the running order, since we've had that round of pit stops, the top 4 have stayed out. This is Todd Smith, Travis Roberto, Andrew Groves, George Buck. The first car to pit, to 13 of Kyle Heath, followed by Brody Pope, Josh O'Brien, James Malloy 8th. Michael Moquin was that red flash I saw. Jason Haney, Michael Kennedy, Aiden Graham, Corey Crandall. Picked up a bunch of spots in these pit stops. So Trevor Benz is going back down pit road. No, he's coming out of the pits, I'm sorry. So he will maintain his position on the lead lap. So we're going to get them lined up. See how these 39 lap bowl tires will fare against the guys with new tires. Top 4 going to play the long game here. Todd Smith right there. He's eager to get this thing restarted. And he is away. Good start from Todd Smith there. So we complete 39 laps going into lap 40. Big shuffle in the back there around Brody Pope. 3 wide. Brody gets in the back of the 28. George Buck did not have a good restart. He's lost 3 positions since that restart. Fierce action going on back there for about the 5th position. Oh, there goes the 9. He's around. Trying to catch him as he slides down the running order. Jason Haney got loose. Took a ride through the apron. Or not the apron, the infield grass, I'm sorry. Probably wish it was the apron ride, but Todd Smith back out front. Half a second gap already to Travis Roberto. Travis Roberto's coming under fire from the 52 of Michael Kennedy, league newcomer. Followed by Kyle Heath. Aiden Graham making his bid. Coming up there for 3rd. Travis Roberto appears to be struggling on the new tire, the old tires. Michael Kennedy's going to take the lead coming out of turn number 2. Whale of a showing from this newcomer. Welcome to First Gear Racing, Michael Kennedy. He's going to lead lap number 44. Field getting strung out now, single file. Michael Moquin making a bid for third here. Side by side with Aiden Graham. The caution is out. James Malloy has crashed. Let's take a look and see what happened to James Malloy. He and Brody Pope nose to tail here in turn 3 and 4. Oh, the rear end comes around on him. Locks it up. This car swings back around, and the caution comes out as he slides across the start-finish line. So Malloy saves it. He'll get back underway. So the leader, Michael Kennedy, he's searching for the pace car. There goes the pace car. He's going to slow down. There's pace car. A little slow on the take there for him, but that's okay. He's the pace car. So Michael Kennedy, Todd Smith, Aiden Graham, Michael Moquin, Travis Roberto. We'll see if these guys that did not pit come in this time. Almost quarter distance. No, Todd Smith electing to stay out. There comes Travis Roberto and Andrew Groves down pit lane. No other takers down pit road. So we'll follow the pit stops of these two. Looks like Dakota's going to get his lap back from that spin earlier in the race on lap 35 after Ivan Deschamps made contact with him. Jason Haney has also made a visit to pit road, as did George Buck. Also James Malloy. So Andrew Groves, Travis Roberto, Andrew Groves, Jason Haney, George Buck, Ivan Deschamps, James Malloy, and Tommy Thompson. All coming out of the pits. So the lights are off on the pace car. Got about 3/4 of a lap till we go back to green. See how Michael Kennedy does on the restart. Pace car hits the pits. And Michael gets a good launch on the bottom down there. Great restart. Field barrels off into turn number 1. Michael pulls out a good, almost half a second lead as he's down the backstretch. That's Todd Smith, followed by Aiden Graham and Kyle Heath. Todd Smith still staying out on them old tires. Only person not to have pitted in this race. Michael Moquin taking a look down at the bottom there. Oh, we seem to have a lot of action. The caution is back out. We've got 3 cars involved. Ivan Deschamps, George Buck, and James Malloy. Let's go to Ivan and see what happened. Oh, there's a 92. T-boned by George Buck in the 19. So let's see what happened to cause Malloy to go around. So there is Malloy. Get a closer camera view of this. Oh, he makes contact with the 7. Sends the car in a tank slapper, T-boned by George Buck and hit head on by Ivan. Goodness. That left front destroyed on the 92 car. He's struggling to get it back going. Sparking and scraping. Oh, into the wall and into the pit. Nope, back out. '92 trying to fight it back to the pits. Front end of Ivan just off that car, nowhere to be found. 92 limping. Looks like a crushed up Pepsi can and a crushed up Miller can, both coming onto pit road. Crab walking at 92. So we'll pop back out to the field as Ivan and James get work done on their car. So we've still got Michael Kennedy leading over Todd Smith, who's yet to pit. So Malloy has got repaired, as has George Buck. Deschamps has got a new nose on that 19 car, so we are back in action. First repair, we made the Pepsi and crushed Miller can joke. It's almost like opening up a six-pack. It's another can coming out for both the 19 and the 92. But that's the last can they have, both of them, I'm sure. I believe that should be their only fast repairs left of the race. So we'll see if the lights go off the pace cars to come across the line this time. They do. So we are going to go back to green. This time by. We're going to restart this race on the back bumper of the 52 car of Michael Kennedy. He's got Michael Moquin all over him, eager to get this race restarted. Going to be 57 laps complete as they cross the line to take the green flag. And we are away. Good restart again from Michael Kennedy. This is a good look at all the varying lines and grooves that the cars take as they spread out around this 0.89 mile track here at Iowa. Take a look at pit strategy. Todd Smith still has not pitted. 59 laps on that set of tires and tank of gas. A little brush from the wall from the 92. I'm not the 92, the 52. As he leads a little over half a second over the 5 car of Michael Moquin. Todd Smith still hanging tough in the top 5 with them older tires. He's being heavily challenged by the 10 car of Aiden Graham. Kyle Heath looking underneath Aiden. Nothing yet. We look at Brody Pope, Tommy Thompson, and James Malloy. This is the battle for the 11th position. Take a look at some of these guys that started up front earlier that have fallen to the back. Josh O'Brien, Jason Haney, those running outside the top 10, 14th and 15th respectively. Jason being pursued by George Buck. George is 1 lap down. Daniel Butler in the 16th. Mark Ouellette, 17th. Ben Summerford, 18th. And Ivan back in 19th. Oh, Dakota sliding. No caution. Dakota having a rough go of it there in turn 1. Seems to be back up to speed with no issues. Car doesn't look damaged. Meanwhile, back up front, we've got 2 new leaders up here. That's Travis Roberto and Michael Moquin. So Michael Kennedy's given up the lead. He slipped back to 3rd. Travis Roberto is making a challenge for the lead. Side by side with Michael Moquin. Still side by side for the lead. Still side by side, no one wanting to give it up. Into turn number 1, Travis Roberto and Michael Moquin battling hard for the lead of this race. Good, clean racing between these two. This is what we like to see here at First Gear Racing. Giving each other space, lots of courtesy and respect. Travis making another run at it. Oh, and I was just talking about it. There's a little nudge and budge there. No harm, no foul, though. Not even a donut on the door. Good stuff there from the 5 into 0.28. That's allowing the 52 to come back into play here. Top 3 separated by 0.2 of a second. All 3 right here in your camera. On your picture screen, coming to you live here on YouTube on the First Gear Network. Leaders are coming up on a little bit of lap traffic. I see the 09 of Dakota Clellan in front of these guys. It'll be a hurdle for them to navigate here in the cornfields of Iowa. You can see Michael's tail end bump there, shake around. I was talking about that nasty bump earlier in turn 1 and 2. You can see it in full effect there on the 5 car. And don't look now, but the 48 car is closing in. He's broken away That second pack of drivers. Looks like the caution is out. We have the 10 car of Aiden Graham has crashed. So we'll take a look at that. Here he is side by side with the 35. We'll back up just a little bit more on this. Make sure we don't miss any context here. Context is king. 35 sliding in. Didn't touch him. 10 gets the wall, bounces off into the 35. Corey takes a shot down to the infield. Aiden Graham, lock it down, lock it down. Everyone takes evasive action. So good save from the 10 there into 35. Oh, nope, hold on. Leaders are having to take evasive action now. Goodness. That would have been devastating for Michael or Travis. That will put the 10 car lap down. So up front we do have Michael Moquin, Travis Roberto, Michael Kennedy, Andrew Groves, Todd Smith, top 5. Corey was able to recover. Doesn't appear to be too much damage to that 35 car. Just a little rub and nudge from the 09, and Todd Smith is going to come to pit road for the first time. And he's going to be followed by Kyle Heath, Brody Pope, Jason Haney, Josh O'Brien, Ben Summerford, Mark Olette. So we're going to get half the field on another varying degree of pit strategy. We'll let this round of pit stops finish, and we'll throw up our pit strategy menu. So this was a huge break for Todd Smith, having gone 80 laps on that set of tires and tank of gas. He's going to be just even with the rest of the leaders here. Jason Haney's going to beat them all out, though. Quick pit stop from the 9 team with Amazon Prime on the car. And it appears George Buck has gotten his lap back. So it looks like pit stops should be complete. Lights are going to go off on the pace car. So we will have another restart here. Working lap number 82 of 200 here at Iowa Speedway tonight. Cars that last pitted will be restarting 9th on back. So that's Jason Haney in the 9 car. That should be easy to remember. He's that blue and white car just hanging onto your screen back there. So we'll see how he fares. He'll be followed by Todd Smith, Kyle Heath, Brody Pope, Ben Summerford, all with making a pit stop at that last caution flag. Pace car is going to duck off. Good restart from Michael and from Michael to two Michaels. Getting great restarts. Corey Crandall's going to drive down in there and come out with third. Andrew Groves dropping back. He restarted fourth. Keep it focused right here for another lap or two. James Beloy working the outside of Andrew. A lot of action going on in this battle for sixth position. Todd Smith's going to come out with it. Andrew struggling on this restart. Kyle Heath looking to the inside. Battle for third right there in front of your picture. Whoa, contact between the 48 and the 13. 48 gets the wall. No caution. So everybody stays clean except for the 48. He suffers the short end of the stick there. And that's going to drop him from 9th back to 19th. Goodness, tough break for the 48 car. Meanwhile, Michael and Michael 1 and 2. Strong run from 5 cars under a blanket battling for 5th here. That 6 car with those fresh tires charging around the outside. Just the way Todd Smith likes it. There's a slow car they're coming up on. Michael couldn't get it off the corner the way he needed. Todd Smith takes the lead. Brody Pope up into second. Michael Moquin's going to challenge. He wants that back. Struggling on the inside for the 5 car. Oh, and he tags the outside wall. All of a sudden, it seems like the 5 car has no grip at all. Oh, we have a caution. Looks like we've had a problem with the 6 car. Yes, he has spun around. Let's back it up. I do apologize for backing it up like this. So the 6 car looks like he's battling with the 92. Oh, 6 car was not expecting the 92 to slow right there. Got into the back of him. Both cars 6 stops. 92 collects it and gets back going. So neither appears to be too damaged, or any significant damage for that matter. So we'll go back up front, see if there are any takers for pit road. Yes, the 52, the 028. Looks like the 9 car is going to come down pit road as well as the 32, 48, and 7. 92, 6, all coming down pit road at this time. It's going to be the 52, 028, 48, 7 off pit road, followed by the 9. Then the 32. So Pierce 6. There he comes. Minimal damage from the 6. There comes the 92 car. He's another crumpled up Pepsi can. That one was dented in the 12 pack on the rear, it looks like. So, for this restart we have coming up, Todd Smith and Brody Pope on the front row. Corey Crandall, Kyle Heath, Trevor Benz, top 5. Josh O'Brien, Dakota Clellan in 7th. He's made a recovery after that early race incident. Daniel Butler's cracked the top 10, as has Mark Ouellette and George Buck. First car that pitted will be Travis Roberto in 11th. So we will take a look at the varying pit strategies we've got going on again. Keeping this race interesting and keeping me on my toes here. So Corey Crandall and Daniel Butler both appear to have been the longest running on this last stint. So we come back for the restart. We're going to start at lap 94. Pace car heads to pit lane. We are back under green. Great start from Todd Smith. Corey Crandall's going to look for second. He's going to battle with Brody Pope as they go into turn 1. Kyle Heath manages to get around into third. Oh, Todd up high. Almost 3 wide for the lead. Brody is looking. I don't think he's got the momentum. Todd does. Side by side across the line. Give that one to Todd Smith. Down into turn number 1. Still looking on the bottom is Kyle Heath. And the caution is out. Have James Malloy going off track. Whoa, we got a big mess here. Let's back this one up. Cars everywhere. Goodness. Oh, the 7 gets into 32, hooks the 92, then hooks the 6. Gets the 5. Oh. Felt like everyone was trying to race for the last lap win there, and it's only lap 96. So as those drivers that were involved in that last crash, the 5 to 6 to 7 to 92. The 5 is crooked. He's crab walking. There goes the 6 and the Crown 7 racer of Tommy Thompson. James Malloy's back in the pits again, working on the crumpled up Pepsi can. So we've got the 5 on pit road. The 6 is just finished getting repairs. Michael Mokel getting that 5 worked on. He was leading earlier. To lead to 18th position. Tommy Thompson goes around as he exits the pit road. We're still waiting on Michael. And he is down and away. Of course, still looks like it's a handful to drive. I'm going to guess he's either out of a fast repair or doesn't want to burn it. He's going to try to repair it on pit road as he crabs back into the pits and barely makes the turn there. Yeah, it's not the good kind of crab walking either. We see the crumpled up Pepsi can of the 92 still on pit road. So I believe these guys are going to come around and the lights will go off on the pace car. When we take the green flag, that will be halfway distance. So your top 5 is 66, Todd Smith, 29, Brody Pope, 13, Kyle Heath, 35, Corey Crandall, 33, Trevor Benz, wait for the pace car to hit the pit lane, fire this mother back up. Great restart from Todd Smith. Kyle Heath moves into second. The caution's back out. Looks like we've had James Malloy and Tommy Thompson have trouble again. So let's take a look at this. There you see the 92 in the center of your screen. Tommy Thompson just slightly to the left. Oh, Tommy goes down on Ben. Looks like the 92 takes a shot at the 7. The 7's going to save it. Waiting to see if there's anything else between these two. This is the second or third time they've made contact this race. The first was contact between these two. The second, 7 made contact with the 32, which collected the 92. Same 3 players again this wreck. The 7 got into the 32 that collected the 92. Or didn't collect him, but was right there in the middle. So we do have a lot of guys on pit road as well. Andrew Groves, Corey Crandall, Daniel Butler. All kind of pit strategy going on here. Ben's going to make out okay. Ben also in a Monster Energy car. I just now noticing that. And Ivan still hanging in there. So we're just past halfway. Lap 103, looking for 104. Todd Smith leads. Kyle Heath second. Brody Pope fourth. Brody Pope third. Trevor Benz fourth. Josh O'Brien fifth. Dakota Clellan sixth. Travis Roberto seventh. Jason Haney eighth. Michael Kennedy ninth. And Mark Ouellette 10th. So the lights are off on the pace car. The field will form up into rows of 2. I feel like it's been a caution fest for the last 20 or so laps. So the field's going to line back up. Still got 19 cars on the lead lap. No, 20 cars on the lead lap. So everybody that's on your picture on track right now is all on the lead lap. So if we're going to take this restart on lap 105, and another good start from Todd Smith. Edge is just ahead of Kyle Heath, looking for turn number 1. Kyle Heath got a good run through 1 and 2, pulls right up to the back of the 66. Looks to the inside. Kyle's going to try to slide and takes the lead. Is Todd going to try to cross over? No, he's going to pull right up to the back bumper and backs off. So Kyle Heath, Todd Smith, Trevor Benz up to 3rd. Trevor looking for 2nd. Doesn't have a good enough run. Travis Roberto is going to dip underneath the 33. We got 3 wide in the back there for around 10th position. Still battling. Daniel Butler was making a move. Oh, around goes the 48. He's going to hang on to it and travel through the grass. Another tough break for the 48. It's going to drop him back to last car on the track. And no caution, we stay green. So Kyle Heath pulled out to a 7/10 of a second lead over these two guys battling for second. Todd Smith, Travis Roberto. Travis is going to take it from Todd coming out of turn 4, but Todd's going to close back up. Looking to the outside. He's right there. Can't squeeze in. So put Travis Roberto second. Todd Smith back to third. And there is league newcomer Michael Kennedy back up to fourth. I want to say he restarted back in 10th, so a lot of positions made on this restart. And then Brody Pope, Trevor Benz. Oh, the 9 car cut down on top of the 18. Just made it where there was no contact. 18 swung a little bit there. Hugging that yellow line on the bottom. Making it work. He's going to come up. Gets to 35 room. This battle for 10th, 11th, 12th. Oh, I'm sorry. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. 6th place battle we see right here. Trevor Benz trying to get it from Josh O'Brien. Oh, 6 tags the wall there. Battle for the leads closed up just a hair. Yes, it has. Top 3 all under a blanket. Separated by 3/10 of a second. Travis Roberto looking for the lead. Not able to get underneath Kyle Heath enough to get a run. He's got a good run this time down the backstretch. Can he hold it tight? He's going to sail to the bottom. Kyle Heath's going to take the outside. Travis is going to have to come up to clear him, and he's not clear yet. Kyle Heath led that lap, maintains the lead. Travis is going to try to push it off of turn 2. Can he clear the 13? No, he cannot. Todd Smith is just salivating back there in third, waiting for a mistake from either of these guys. You can barely see him in the back of the picture back there, but Michael Kennedy has broke away from that second pack. There he is in the back there. He's in 4th, top 3, right here. Just over 2/10 of a second separated, and they're still tight coming out of turn 4. Good, close racing again. This is what we like to see here in FGR. Todd Smith checking that high line. He's dusting it off. Travis still hanging tough. Todd's got a run now for second around the outside. Less than a tenth of a second separates this top three. Great racing action here at Iowa Speedway. Kyle edges ahead. Travis is going to try to close the door on the 66, but Todd's there. Looking, he's not there yet. Got a big run through the turn there. Oh, and he got loose. It's going to put Todd Smith to second. Travis Roberto did good to hang on to it. If he didn't damage his tires or overheat him, he should be able to get back into that. He gave up just about 0.2 of a second. And there he comes. Yes, he is back in it. Travis Roberto's trying to get second back. He's looking. 13 into 66, almost in lockstep. 66 does run a little higher coming out of turn 2 there. We are coming up on the start of lap 130. Nice battle between the 13 and the 66. The 66 goes low. He's going to try to get a run on the 13 here, but not yet. 13 just edges ahead. Great battle between these two. Two of the fastest guys in our league here. We're finally getting to see them do battle. They've been here and there, but this has been a good little battle between these two, and I know Todd wants to beat Kyle bad. It's a good shot. Top three under a blanket. 0.4 of a second separate them. Top three still in lockstep here. 135 laps down. 65 to go. Take a look at pit strategy. So we know Todd Smith can go 80 laps. He showed that earlier. He and Kyle Heath toe-to-toe now on pit strategy. Travis Roberto pitted after those two, as has Michael Kennedy. And Brody Pope in fifth pitted when Kyle and Todd pitted. The field works their way around Tommy Thompson. So while these three have seemed to have settled down a little bit, we'll run through the field real quick. There's Michael Kennedy. He's hanging on, waiting for the top three to do something so he can catch up. He's down almost 2.5 seconds to that. Second behind him, Brody Pope. Corey Crandall, Daniel Butler. Daniel Butler has come from the back, has worked his way up. And he's hung in there. He's looking underneath Corey Crandall for sixth. Josh O'Brien slides into the wall back there, scrapes it. Michael Moquin's recovered from that crab walk earlier. He's come back up to the 9th position. There's Josh Peterson. He's being challenged by Jason Haney for the 10th position. Further back is Trevor Benz. Andrew Groves. Dakota Clellan. Ivan Deschamps, that's the 15th place car. Aiden Graham in 16th. Ben Summerford 17th. Mark Ouellette 18th. George Buck still on the lead lap in the 19th position. And there's Tommy Thompson. 1 lap down in the 20th position. And there's our top three still in lockstep. Kyle Heath just edged out over Todd Smith now. Gap hovering between 3 and 4/10 of a second. Travis Roberto is trying to make a bid for the 2nd position. He closed in a little bit. Cars make their way out of turn 2 down to the back stretch. Top three still in lockstep. Todd Smith seems to have dropped off from Kyle Heath a little bit. He's under fire from Travis Roberto. Travis pulls that 028 Delta Chevy underneath. And he's looking like he's trying to get a run, but not quite. Side by side for second. Travis just hanging on. He can't clear him. He can pull up beside him. Looks like Trevor Benz has gotten fresh tires. He's going to blow the doors off of these two. Yes, he does. Travis is going to try to follow him on the inside there. We'll see if that helps Travis. Trevor looking to get a lap back after making a pit stop, I believe. Yes, Trevor pitted. Keeping an eye on the battle for second. Travis takes another dive down into turn 3 and 4. Just can't get that drive off the corner that he needs. While up front, Kyle Heath is coming up on some cars. He's going to put a lap down. That is the 09. In the 80, he's looking underneath. Kyle slides up. Down goes the 09 a lap. Down goes the 81 lap. Kyle's going to slide. Not yet. Not clear. And there he goes. Meanwhile, I want to take a look back. Daniel. I was going to call out Daniel Butler for being 5th, but it appears we have a caution. We do. Brody Pope has crashed. So let's take a look at this incident with Brody. There he is coming through turn 3. Oh, it just goes around on him. Loops it. Touches the outside wall. Everyone's going to... Oh, Corey Crandall. I don't know how he avoided that. We're going to go back on that just a hair. Goodness, we are going to go on board with Corey Crandall and watch as he avoids that spun out 29 car. Goodness gracious. Whew. Well of a save there from Corey. That could have been disastrous. He did scrape the wall a little bit, but that could have been far, far worse. Man, oh man. So up front, I'm going to let the leaders get to the pace car, open up pit road. So we do have Kyle Heath, Todd Smith, Travis Roberto, Michael Kennedy, Daniel Butler, Josh O'Brien. Corey Crandall has stayed out. Looks just about the rest of the field coming in. Corey's going to be a brave, brave man here. So we'll go to pit lane camera, see who comes out. Sorry about that Windows notification. We don't have any security issues. Thank you. We'll see who comes out on top. Pit crews go to work. You hear the tires changing. There goes the 1366, 48 from nowhere, 52, 028, 18, 24, 9, 5, 29, 6. That was your top 12, well, top 11 cars in the top 12. Corey Crandall staying out. Kyle Heath first off the pit road. So we'll take a look at the pit strategy. I do not recall when the last time Corey has pitted. Maybe he feels he's good enough and can go all the way. So Corey went 52 laps on those tires and did not pit. Kyle Heath, Todd Smith, Andrew Groves, Michael Kennedy, Travis Roberto. All variant, but all on the same page except for Corey Crandall. So that is an interesting decision here from the man in the 35 car. So the top 16 still on the lead lap. Trevor Benz is entering pit road. Not sure if Trevor got the wave around or not. No, that should be Mark. Mark should have gotten the wave around there. Because Mark was falling a lap down right before that incident. So we've got 44 laps to go. 16 cars on the lead lap. Corey Crandall will be your leader coming back to the restart. So the intensity, I think, is going to pick up here. Not a good restart for Corey Crandall. He's going to get motored by the 13. And the 66 is going to follow him in lockstep. Daniel Butler was diving under the 28, but didn't come out with it. Michael Kennedy's up to third. He's looking underneath Todd Smith for second. Corey's dropping like a rock. He's gone from the lead back to 7th. Fastest lap of the race, that lap for Kyle Heath. He's gone purple. So he is putting the foot to the floor, trying to make hay between he and Todd Smith. Gap 0.6 of a second. Brody Pope has recovered from that incident. He's battling for the 5th position with Jason Haney. He pulls ahead going down the backstretch. A good recovery from the 29. Travis Roberto's got around Michael Kennedy for 3rd. So the top 3 that were in position before that caution are back where they are, or where they were before that. So we're inside 40 laps to go, 38 to go as they cross the line. Todd Smith seems to have closed the gap down. Yes, Todd has closed the gap down from 0.6 of a second to 0.2 of a second. So He is closing in on that 13 car. So we will ride on board with Todd Smith as he tries to chase down to 13. Todd taking just a higher line than Kyle coming out of turn 4. Todd closing in ever so slightly. A little wall tap, giving the wall a little bit of love there to 66 as he chases to 13. Todd on the attack, he closes into the back bumper to 13. Kyle's a little defensive up there, just a little higher than normal. Todd's got a good run, he's going to take a look to the inside. We're on board with him, he goes to the inside. Not able to get him this time. Oh, Todd collects the wall again. Coming up on 30 to go. As I said earlier, Todd wants to beat Kyle badly. This has been his best opportunity. Heads up, one-on-one, and Todd collects the wall again. Just enjoying the ambiance, watching these two race. Todd closing in again. Todd closes in again ever so slightly. Todd didn't look underneath this time. Gets a shot at the back bumper to 13. Lets him know he's there. Kyle takes it low this time, gives Todd the outside. 25 laps to go. Todd looking. Oh, he did not get the wall. He's got a huge run this time. He's going to be side by side. Down into turn one. Todd's looking on the inside, but it's not going to stick down there, I don't think. Slides up. Kyle, he's going to survive this attack, but Todd's going to take it back in the inside. Todd slide, doesn't make contact, almost loses it, but hangs on to it. Great driving there. So Kyle's hung on from that attack. 66 is going to remount and try for another charge. Meanwhile, Travis Roberto is steadily closing in on them. This could be a three-way battle before the end of the race. Oh, the 48's coming from the inside infield grass. I don't know what that was all about. This battle's too close. I don't want to take our eyes off it. It's tight action here. Coming up on the Crown 7 racer with Tommy Thompson. See how these guys navigate around it. Well, they close up big there. That's a good opportunity for Todd to close in on a 13. 13 was caught by surprise by the 7 there, it seems like. Todd's got that outside momentum. Can he carry it through? 13's going to slide up in front of him. Todd collects the wall. Going to lose a ton of time there. The 28's going to make a bid for second. Wonder if Todd suffered any damage from that. As the team seemed to have slowed his progress down too much, he's going to try to close back up to the 13. But if he gets there, he's going to bring that 028 with him. Here he comes again. Todd Smith's got a good run. Closing in ever so slightly on that 13 car. There's the 80 car. Mark Ouellette. The leaders are going to navigate around him. Caution on the track. Josh O'Brien has crashed. Let's take a look and see what happened here with the 24 car. 66. Oh, a little bit of net code there, making the 24. Oh, goodness. Net code and a destroyed front end for the 24. Golly, let's look at that hit one more time. We'll roll this footage back. What a hit. What a pop. You see the car bounce in the air. Nothing he could do. Netcode took that car and shot it into, tried to shoot it into the infield road course, but it's protected by the barriers there. Tough break for Josh O'Brien. He's towed back to pits. You can see that front end destroyed on that 24 car. So, that leaves us with 16 laps to go. I'm going to believe that everyone has got a set of tires in the pits. Do they come get them? So it's decision time. There comes the 13. The 29. The 10 chose not to go down pit road. So only 2 cars. And Corey Crandall and the 09, Dakota Clellan. Only cars to come down pit road. So Todd Smith will take the lead. So there come Kyle Heath and Brody Pope off of the pit lane. They are going to be deep, deep, deep in this pack. Kyle Heath will restart 12th. Brody Pope 13th. Nobody else coming down pit road to get tires. So your leaders are Todd Smith, Travis Roberto, Michael Kennedy 3rd, Jason Haney 4th, Aiden Graham 5th, Daniel Butler 6th, Michael Moquin 7th, Josh Peterson 8th, Ben Summerford 9th, Ivan Deschamps 10th, Mark Ouellette 11th, and then as we said earlier, 12th and 13th, Kyle Heath and Brody Pope. So lights are still on the pace car. So we're going to have us an 11-lap shootout. When we come back to the start-finish line to take the green flag. Oh, we got a car appearing in and out. 10 car having connection issues. Hopefully that stops. He's in and out again. Don't want that to affect the outcome of the race. Blinking pretty bad there. Maybe it's just an under caution thing. We'll see when we take the green flag if he goes in and out anymore. Pace car's off. Todd Smith quick on the launch there. Great restart. 11 laps to go. Michael Kennedy's got up to 2nd. Travis Roberto 3rd. Michael couldn't make it. Hold there on the bottom. Guys with new tires. 6th and 7th across the line. Sorry if it's jumbling up and down a little bit there. The 10 car continues to go in and out. Looks like it's stabilized now. Those guys on new tires have stormed through the field. They're 4th and 5th now. 29 and 13 in lockstep. Todd Smith still leads. 3 wide for 3rd, 4th. Brody Pope comes ahead. He's making the outside work. Kyle Heath making the inside. Shooting the gap. Brody Pope looking for the lead. He's got Kyle Heath right behind him. Brody's going to send it and take the lead in turn 2. Kyle Heath right on his bumper. 8 laps to go. Brody Pope back to the lead. He started this race on the pole. He's back into the lead with 7 laps to go. Kyle Heath working that middle lane like he has all race, back to the bottom. These two with fresh tires are just pulling away from the field. Gaps over a second back to third place. Kyle Heath looking inside. Comes across the stripe. 6 laps to go. These two are going to drive the wheels off these things to get back to the checkered flag. Brody's got it right in the middle. Kyle's trying hard across the stripe. 5 laps to go. Don't look now, but Trevor Benz has come up to third. 29 and 13. 1 and 2 here. 13 a little wide coming off a 2. Four laps to go. Two South Carolina boys taking the battle here. They're going to come across the stripe. 3 laps to go. Does Kyle Heath have anything for Brody Pope? Kyle drives it down in there, but Brody shuts the door on him. Brody seems to just have the slight edge. Coming off the corner, Kyle can charge in, but Brody pulls ahead on the exit. 2 laps to go. Gap 0.2 of a second between these two. Coming up to the white flag. Does Kyle Heath have anything for Brody Pope? Kyle's going to take a shot down at the bottom. Brody shuts the door on him. Kyle slides up. Kyle's not there. Brody takes it to the bottom. Kyle looking to the outside. Oh, man, Brody, I'm so sorry. I wasn't here to call this last night. Congratulations, man. You're probably preaching at church right now tonight. Way to go. Awesome stuff, man. Pole, he crashed, and now he wins the race. Great job. Held off Kyle Heath. And give a shout out to Trevor Benz at third. Corey Crandall fourth. These guys that didn't take tires, Todd Smith fifth. Travis Roberto sixth. Michael Kennedy seventh. Jason Haney eighth. Daniel Butler ninth. Aiden Graham in 10th. Well, let's go to the Discord and see if we've got anybody hanging out that wants to talk. I don't see anyone in here. Whoa, that was a whale of a race. And we'll go to Brody doing his burnout. Preacher Man getting it done. Burning that singular wireless 29 Chevrolet down to the ground out there. I'll tell you what, we will make sure we get an interview with these guys next race. I'm sorry no one's here to talk. Sorry we had to miss this one live last night. We'll throw up the final results then. Let's get our ticker clear first before I throw the results up. There we go. So your winner, Preacher Man Brody Pope. Kyle Heath in second. Trevor Benz third. Corey Crandall fourth. Todd Smith fifth. Travis Roberto sixth. Michael Kennedy seventh. Newcomer to the league. Great job from him. He led a few laps earlier in the race, too. Jason Haney eighth. Daniel Butler ninth. Aiden Graham 10th. Michael Moquin 11th. Ben Summerford 12th. Josh Peterson 13th. Mark Ouellette 14th. Ivan Deschamps 15th. Dakota Clellan 16th. 18th, Tommy Thompson. 17th, Tommy Thompson. 18th, George Buck. Josh O'Brien, after that hard hit, came home 19th. Andrew Groves, he had an incident too. Finished 20th. James Malloy, that poor Pepsi car looked like crumpled up Coke can the whole race. He finished 21st. Joe Gibbons, he made 17 laps and called in the evening in the 22nd position. So that will do it for the race number 6, the Gen 6 Cup Series for Saturday night. First Gear Racing here on the First Gear Network. We will see you guys on Monday. I will be calling the action for the IndyCar Series from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That will be Monday the 13th. The next GT3 race will be from Road America Wednesday, January 15th. And our next Gen 6 Cup Series race will be from Indianapolis as well on the 18th. So we got Indy, Road America, and Indy for the Indy cars, GT3, and NASCAR Cup respectively. So we will see you guys here tomorrow night live from Indianapolis right here on the First Gear Network. Stay happy, stay healthy. Brody, I'm sorry, man. We'll interview you next week, dude. Have a good one.